As you may have noticed, we didn't have a video last week. This was just due to time constraints and, of course, the pressing nature of current events. Today, we're going to be doing a little bit of a shorter format video, but something I think everyone who plays Vampire the Masquerade and storytells should know about. Pretty much anyone who's opened up the Vampire the Masquerade V5 core rulebook can tell you that the biggest legitimate criticism is that it can be really difficult to navigate. This can be mitigated by using things like game master screens, bookmarks, but there's a really great tool that I found about a year ago on Reddit that we're going to take a look at. It may not be the fanciest thing in my toolbox, but it's certainly the thing that I use the most on a day-to-day basis. The tool that we're looking at today is a V5 character creation quick reference PDF. It was originally posted on the White Wolf subreddit by a user named Mr. Singer. He's posted a few different versions of it and it's been updated over time. The last update I think was in 2019. Let's have a look at the PDF. We have a title page, credits and thanks. Now, first thing, page 1, most useful thing that any PDF could have, even being only 12 pages long, is a table of contents. On the second half of the table of contents here, the most important thing I've found in this PDF is the experience chart. This is the thing I reference most often while playing as a player, and I don't know why, but I always struggle to find it in the core book. Having it right here on page 1 has been incredibly useful for me. This PDF takes you through every step of the character creation process. In the core rulebook, this is spread across multiple chapters and sections of the book. It can be really difficult for new players to navigate this process through the large sections of lore and text in the core book. Right here, all on one page, you have the willpower calculations, a basic look at humanity, coterie creation rules, a brief overview of compulsion and frenzy, and the Sea of Time stuff. On the next page, there's everything to do with all of the blood, how torpor works, hunger, blood surging, rise for the night. There's a brief overview of the clans and bloodlines, the sects. For new players, there's a summary of attributes and skills and specialities. Now on this PDF on the discipline page, they don't include detailed information on the disciplines, but it does give page number references for the core book. Now here's a big one, advantages and flaws. This is one of the best things about this PDF, one of the most highlighting features. This information in the core book is spread out with huge blocks of text across a bunch of pages. I didn't even realize that there were more advantages and flaws on the other side of the thin blood section for a long time and missed out on using some of those in my earliest character creation. Skipping ahead, there are reference tables toward the back, things that you would find on a normal storyteller screen, things for hunting, fury and provocations, the blood potency chart. Here's one thing I didn't even realize until just now, and I've read the entire core rulebook multiple times. Somehow I never picked up on the fact that there is a maximum blood potency for a generation of vampire. That's not very well explained in the core rulebook. And to wrap it all up on the last page, this is directly from the core rulebook. It's the explanation of how the dice work. When you sit down to play with your players, you could print these out as handouts for your table so that players don't always need to hold the core rulebook to reference their character development. They could take them home with them. If you're playing online, most of what you need to create a character is here, minus disciplines, so they still may need to look into the core rulebook for that, but it has pretty much everything that you would need to get started with playing without all the large chunks of lore and the more detailed rules like extended tests that a player might not really need to understand to play. And that's really all there is to it. You can find the link to the Reddit post where this PDF can be found in the description down below. I hope this is useful for you. As always, I invite you to join the surrealist humor experience that is my Twitch stream that we do every week. It gets a little weird over there sometimes. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed this content, if it's helpful for you. That is the best way to give me feedback on what I'm doing here, and if it's useful for you. Thank you guys for your time, and hopefully I will see you next week.